It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the New York Knicks come into town, and that we are nearly...
Well, guys,
and Porzingis, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. Steve, obviously every team wants to start a season strong. How do coaches and players create a sense of urgency early in the season?
I think it happens in preseason. It happens in the training camp where you're looking and saying, we have to get off to a good start. And a lot of times coaches are looking at their schedules. The back half of the schedules can be very tough. A lot of road games or a lot of playoff teams. That's why at the beginning you want to get off to a great start. And you got to send that message to your team and let them know the reason why. And I think a lot of times that's when players respond.
Well said. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Knicks. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Hardaway is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Knox in at the 3 spot. Ntilikina kicks to Hardaway. Now the pass to Porzingis. There's a screen by Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis can't hit. And it's the Raptors ball. Pass to Richardson. All sorts of time. That's good on the jump shot. Richardson's got his first bucket of the night.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Big Daddy.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And the layup's good off the glass.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
It's Richardson on the wing. Irving for 3. No good that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the difference on that night is their ability to knock down triples.
What they did, they made a serious effort to generate good shots along the perimeter. Extremely accurate.
Passes to Cage. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. The shot. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. It's blocked, but he recovers it.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
The Knicks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Both shots good from the stripe.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Irving passes to Towns. Here's Big Daddy. He dishes it to Irving. Towns with it. Cantor covering. And that one's good. Towns.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Irving. There's a screen. There's a screen by Cantor. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Porzingis has got 6.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Cage. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 8.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Cage passes to Irving. Pass to Cage. Miles with a screen on Porzingis. Hicks got that one from Cade. Big Daddy's got his second bucket of the night.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
There's a screen by Cantor. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Raptors with the lead. There's the pass to Cade. Towns, a screen on Porzingis. Cage passes to Irving. It's Miles on the wing. Richardson against Hardaway. Richardson, no luck.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Here's Knox, defended by Miles. Lets it go from 14. Here's Porzingis. Misses from short range.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
Inside, Richardson. And it's in there. Richardson's got his second bucket.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Knicks trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Porzingis inside. He's covered by Cage. That one good for 2. Porzingis has got 10.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Anytime you can seize control of the rebounding advantage, you are in great shape to win any game in this league.
Here's Towns, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Passes it to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. He kicks it to Hardaway. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. Shoots over Towns. Hardaway, no good. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Richardson dishes to Irving. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And the Raptors with the ball. They trail by 1. Richardson the pass to Irving. Towns sets the pick for Miles. Back to Irving. And Irving throws it down.
Kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
Some nice passing by New York here. Cantor kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Big Daddy, headed by Porzingis. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. A new group in now for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Towns. Baca comes in for C.J. Miles. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Malachi Richardson. And it's Lowry in for Kyrie Irving. Lee kicks to Ntilikina. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Serge Ibaka, known for his defense since he came into the league. Still a very capable shot blocker. He has good strength, and he can guard post players much bigger than him.
Diallo the pass to Ntilikina. To end the run, here's Watts. Shot clock at 6. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Raptors leading by 3. Here's Big Daddy. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and no good that time. New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Ntilikina, now recovering. Off the pick, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Showing off that great vertical yet again. Ntilikina playing with power at the rim.
Cage passes to Wright with the floater, and the layup is up and in. And the Raptors lead by 3.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Ntilikina kicks to Zeller. They set the pick by Zeller. Lee against Wright. Now here's Zeller, guarded close. Just 3 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. No good from Lee. Raptors leading by 3. Pass to Cage. And here's Lowry. Good on the three-point shot. Lowry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
If Lowry gets his feet set under him on a catch and shoot like that, the odds are it'll go in.
Lee kicks to Ntilikina. And the foul's on Sheck Diallo. That's his first foul. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wright outside. There's a screen. Now the pass to Cage. Screened by Valanciunas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, Steve, talk about leadership. Some guys are extremely vocal. Name some guys that prefer to lead by example, that aren't all talk, but watch what I do.
Yeah, I think it comes out, I would say the first in mind, because he's never vocal, is Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, his play, he leads by example. I think Anthony Davis is another guy that stands out for me. I even look at Kevin Durant. I don't see him as a vocal leader, but I think his game and the way he leads his teams by example is one of those guys that can be leaders, but they can be leaders without being extremely vocal.
And it's Lee penetrating, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, a consistent 3-and-D veteran.
And, you know, more of a journeyman's career, but I'll tell you what, he's a winner and competes, does those little things, and, boy, he makes some big shots.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Wright. There's the screen. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Passes to Cage. Screened by Valanciunas. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Ntilikina's got 7.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
VanVleet passes to Cage. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Raptors have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Robinson's checked in for Diallo.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Ntilikina kicks to Zeller. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That one is no good. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. .58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ntilikina kicks to Robinson. Pass to Lee. Picked by Zeller. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Pass to Cage. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Big Daddy. 13 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Zeller grabs the board. Here's Watts. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Cage. Good on the triple. Big Daddy's got 16.
What a valuable asset to the offense, having a big with that kind of range.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 9. Enes Kanter traded to the Knicks in 2017. Said he,
man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Kanter's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Ntilikina and Lee are in the backcourt. Tyler Zeller out there with Robinson. And it's Watts in at the 3 seat. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 57 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
And the pass to Siakam. Screened by Valanciunas. King. But they recover it. And that one drops. Valanciunas has got his first basket of the night.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Lee kicks to Ntilikina. New York moving it around. Zeller passes to Ntilikina. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. And so here is New York. It's a 10-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good. Here's Van Vliet. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Big Daddy. Back to Van Vliet. Screened by Valanciunas. Three-pointer, Lowry. That shot is off. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Lee against Lowry. Lee kicks to Robinson. Out to the right wing. Here's Ntilikina. 7 points in the game. That shot a little beyond his normal range. 11 points in the game.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, but out on the perimeter, a lot more space. It all evens out.
And yes, it's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes it to Watts. Off target from outside. Raptors leading by 7. Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Cage. For the 3. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Rough start to this game. Hits 1 bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
And he sinks it from deep. 3-pointer good from Cage. And now a 10-point Toronto lead. New York's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Fred VanVleet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team.
You know, I love the way VanVleet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play. He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. C.J. Miles comes in for Pascal Siakam. Richardson, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Fred VanVleet. To the middle. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Robinson.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
From 10 feet out, no good from Cage.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Inside, Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Kicks it to Hardaway. Screen by Porzingis. Robinson a screen on Richardson. Towns against Hardaway. Pulls up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Raptors leading by 9. It's Richardson on the wing. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. The Knicks making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Knicks on defense. In the corner, Irving with it. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Hardaway up top. Pass to Porzingis. There's a screen by Cantor. Porzingis off the screen. It's rebounded by Towns. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Took him no time at all on that one. 25 points for Big Daddy.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
There's a screen by Cantor. The pass to Hardaway. Here's Knox. Richardson covering. To halt the run. Here's Porzingis, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now? And so it's Toronto, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And now the third quarter, about to get going. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, he's one of those guys. When he's being aggressive, officials give him the benefit of the doubt.
We've got Irving. C.J. Miles is out there with Big Daddy. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Richardson in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Cage. Towns trying to get open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spots. That's why he keeps firing.
That's tipped. Irving passes to Cage. Misses the three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Passes it to Ntilikina. Cantor kicks to Hardaway. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. Pass to Ntilikina. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Raptors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Knox. Back to Porzingis. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And Towns gets it to go.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Knicks trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Cage. The pass to Irving. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Towns. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Clippers. Here's the break. Here's Miles, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Knicks trail by 18. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Back to Irving. Towns wide open. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Irving kicks to Towns. Passes it to Cage. 6 to shoot. Irving from long range. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And he trains the 3. Good looking shot there from Cage. Big Daddy's got 33 points.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his 2nd one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
New York calls timeout. We often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example. And then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it has. We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 25 points in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Richardson the pass to Towns. Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Raptors lead by 17. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. There's a screen by Cantor. Down low and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Fast break Toronto. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. The shot's good from Cade.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Got that one up quick. Big Daddy's got 16 here in the second half.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Porzingis. He's got 25. Here's Knox. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Knox has got 6 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Porzingis. Cage passes to Richardson. Towns the screen to the paint. Lock at 6. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Here's Knox. A rebound by Cage.
Woo, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Towns dishes to Irving. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Porzingis. Here's Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
And the Raptors call time here. And the Raptors with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Ibaka comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Richardson. Here's Big Daddy, and he's got 41. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Valanciunas off a pick from Cage. Puts up a 3. That's good from Lowry on the assist from Valanciunas. Lowry's got 6 points.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Zeller passes to Ntilikina. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Lowry. Fast break Toronto, and stolen by Zeller. Here's Ntilikina. He has 7. And not sure what he was thinking there. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
He used that pick just right. Big Daddy's got 43 points.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
There's the pick. Here's Ntilikina. Hits it from three-point range. 10 points for him.
He's a high IQ point guard with a truly unique skill set. Ntilikina great at making use of the screen.
A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Knicks.
And despite the deficit, you know, their front line has battled and provided a sizable majority of their offense. They are holding up their end. They just need that backcourt to step up.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
Ntilikina kicks to Zeller. Pass to Ntilikina. With the teardrop. And the pass to Zeller. Dishes to Lee. Out to the wing. Watts. Off the left rim and out. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Screen by Ibaka. Ibaka. Here's Cage. Feeds to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Lee pulls it down. New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. They get the rebound. Pass to Ntilikina. Kicks to Zeller. Lee against Irving. Second chance shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Elbow shot, and the basket is good. Irving's got 9.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
There's the pick. New York moving the ball around. A nice shot by Zeller.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Lowry kicks to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Watts. And again, New York with the triple.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Cage passes to Valanciunas. To the middle. It's tipped. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Here's Big Daddy. No good that time. And so it's Toronto riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been out. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Zeller, Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. Then it's Robinson, and it's Watts in at the 3. Irving against Hardaway. Here's Watts. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 5 assists tonight. Toronto leading by 21. Lowry with the ball. There's the pass to Cage. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. You know, I think they're getting it right.
Ntilikina kicks to Zeller. Pass to Ntilikina. To the wing right side. Passes it to Watts. Expanding his range. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Cage. Screened by Valanciunas. Cage passes to Valanciunas. Thank checked in off the glass.
Valanciunas has made so many strides as a scorer since he started in the NBA.
New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Hardaway kicks to Ntilikina. The pass to Watts. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Here's Cantor, and the layup's good off the glass.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
Raptors leading by 23. Cage. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That's good from Cage. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Towns the screen. Richardson dishes to Lowry. He kicks to Miles. Passes to Cage. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Towns. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Lee's checked in. That's to Porzingis. Lee outside. From about 19 feet, New York, no good that time either. And for the Raptors, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
The Knicks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Ntilikina passes to Lee. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back. I love the 2 referees.
3-1.
And so here is New York. Screen by Porzingis. Watts passes to Diallo. Porzingis against Richardson. Pass to Diallo. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Raptors.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And a fast break now for New York. Pull-up jumper. Shoots it up. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Again, what an avalanche.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. A different look for New York. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Robinson. And it's Ntilikina in for Shaq Diallo. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Look at Big Daddy. What a contribution.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Big Daddy.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. There's a screen by Cantor. The 3 from Porzingis. Sinks the 3-pointer. Porzingis has got 30.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Richardson with a screen for Irving. Towns a screen on Hardaway. There's a good screen. Irving for three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And the Raptors with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyrie Irving. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Screen by Lee. Richardson against Hardaway. Diallo kicks to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's collected by Cage. Big Daddy's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. They set the screen. VanVleet passes to Cage. To the paint. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
Here's Lee. New York, no good that time either. Raptors leading by 23.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Big Daddy.
How about the rhythm he got into tonight? Unstoppable at the offensive end. And the coach was smart. He kept calling his number.
Passes it to Miles. Here's VanVleet. Here's Big Daddy. Wright outside. Right off a pick from Cage. And it's Wright missing. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching